On the floor for the visiting Boston Celtics. At power forward.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we've got a couple of top contenders from the Eastern Conference, Greg, and this one feels like there's a little extra buzz in the air. Do you feel it?
Oh, Kevin, it's almost that postseason feel, right? High expectations for both of these teams. A great opportunity to lock in and kind of get a barometer for where you are against a playoff-level opponent.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. Horford and Porzingis are manning the post positions. And it's Brown in at the 3 spot. Here's Holiday. Outside, Horford. And it's White, top of the key. Pass to Holiday. 3-pointer. The rebound by Batadze. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. All alone, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
We are talking about an elite two-way player. Do your thing, Drew Holiday.
Suggs passes to Caldwell Pope. Here's Queen. Here's Batadze. No good from outside. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, I did speak earlier with the Magic's head coach. We talked about how they plan to deal with Jaylen Brown. He said Brown's explosive off the dribble, so we have to have bodies in front of him, be physical with him, stay connected with him at all times. We'll see if they can keep Jaylen in check. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Trying his luck from deep, and Queen gets it to go.
Love the pass from Suggs. Boy, his court awareness is really impressive.
Brown feeling it out a bit. There's the drive, and finished off by Brown.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like it, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Pass to De Silva. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Carries it down low.
Yeah, and knifing into the middle. Caldwell Pope, not just a perimeter threat. Young fella can elevate.
And here's Brown outside, and the 3-ball is good. Brown's got his second bucket of the night.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
And the way the Celtics can attack teams' doors with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Holiday. And it's Orlando with the rebound. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Pass to Batadze. Holiday brings the double team. Orlando needs to get off a shot. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against the Bulls.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Here's De Silva, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. In terms of defense, Greg, the Magic have taken some big steps forward.
Oh, they really have. It was a focus for them last season, and it has paid off. They were the kind of team nobody wants to face, and it led to their first playoff berth since 2020.
And he knocks down the first one. That one misses. And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his size.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there.
Pass to De Silva. Here's Bitadze, guarded by Holiday. Holiday brings the double team, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for White? He's right around 17 points tonight, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And what a luxury for them to have someone like him who can absolutely fill it up coming off the bench.
I love it. He knows they're looking for him to bring immediate offense, and he very rarely disappoints.
Here's De Silva, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. GA, we are right in the thick of the season. What's an overlooked challenge for these players right now?
Staying fresh. You have to take care of your body and your mind. That'll pay dividends in the stretch run.
And the first one at the line is good. Doris, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes. They led the league in attempts. But obviously, your 2 best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
Holiday banked in off the glass. Holiday's got his second basket of the game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
The Magic making a switch here. And here is Suggs. Scoreless thus far. And the shot is good.
The defense is so focused on taking away a Jalen Suggs drive and finish at the cup. This is what it opens up right here. Make those jumpers when conceded, Jalen.
Here's Brown. Orlando grabs the miss. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And in that one, the offensive execution made the difference. They found and exploited the mismatch repeatedly.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
Outside Holiday. Porzingis, that's a 2. And a little luck that time, but it drops. The Magic trailed by 5. Caldwell Pope outside. Suggs with a screen for Caldwell Pope. It's good from long range. Caldwell Pope's got 5.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
The 10-footer buries the jump shot. And the Celtics lead by 4.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Suggs with a screen for Caldwell Pope. The three-pointer no good.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
White wide open. He fires. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Green the pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Queen. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. 6 on the shot clock. From 13, and it's Orlando with another.
Jalen Suggs getting right to his sweet spot. You want to give me the mid-range, Jay? I'm taking it.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season. The Magic in 3rd.
They're so aware defensively. I mean, an opportunistic group in terms of forcing miscues and getting out in transition. And boy, do they do a great job of taking advantage.
Pass to Horford. Horford with the screen on Howard. And it's White missing. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Trailing by 5. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Guys, what you have to love about Wendell Carter Jr. is his thirst to learn. This guy is willing to add pieces to his game. He understands he's got to be a true modern big man, and he puts in the work.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Well, we know Wendell Carter Jr. offers a lot on the offensive end. This guy's got to continue to improve as a low-post defender.
Hauser. No good on the triple. The Magic trailed by 4. Isaac kicks to Anthony. Pass to Black. Isaac a screen on Horford. It's hauled in by Cornette. Boston's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. It's White on the wing. 9-point game his last outing. Is yet again shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Absolutely stone cold at the line thus far.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Celtics making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. And both free throws good for White. And we talk about Derek White, Doris. How impressive has his rise been?
Kevin, it's been both impressive and sometimes feels improbable. He was not highly recruited. There were no expectations on him when he arrived in the NBA. This guy has turned himself into one of the premier defenders from the guard spot, an excellent shot blocker, and so rock steady as a ball handler on the offensive end. This guy's so accurate from outside the arc. You wish Holiday was more aggressive from range.
Carter left side. And there it is for him.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Out to the right wing. Outside, Horford. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Al Horford.
This is how Al Horford has adjusted to make himself a modern NBA big. In rhythm, off the catch, beautiful.
And here's Anthony from the arc. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
The first trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Second team foul. Shooting for Boston, Luke Cornette. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Some changes for Boston. Porzingis is checked in for Horford. Brown comes in for Derek White. And it's Pritchard in for Drew Holiday. And he's good on the second. The Magic trailed by 6. Anthony taking his time here. Orlando gets it back. Pass to Isaac. Over Porzingis. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Boston's gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside here in the first quarter. Brown the pass to Hauser. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And the struggles continue, guys, and really it's about those turnovers. They've been the culprit.
Celtics leading by 9. Here's Pritchard. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. The screen from Brown. Pass to Cornette. 1 second left. And it's sent back by Carter. And so it's Boston. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball, and defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
Boston's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. We've got Caldwell Pope. Also, Black out there. And it's Carter in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for Orlando. That one good for 2. And the Celtics lead by 11.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
They set the pick. Here's De Silva. Traps in the tray. De Silva's got 6.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hauser. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Hauser's got his second bucket. Pass to Queen. Here's De Silva. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Inside. Here's Hauser. Here's Cornette. Oh, good with the triple. Caldwell Pope left side. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, for the most part, they've taken care of the ball. I mean, that's one of the few mistakes they've made in what has been a good half.
Suggs, he's checked in for Orlando. Derek White's checked in for the Celtics. Pass to De Silva. Back to Suggs. Clock at 6. Carter with a screen on Holiday. And it's Suggs missing. Celtics leading by 10. White dishes to Holiday. Back to White. There's the 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. Green the pass to Suggs. And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Queen. He's looking for Caldwell Pope and finds him. 6 to shoot. Shoots over White. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Caldwell Pope. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And here we can check out the story for Jaylen Brown.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
On defense, Orlando. The defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. And here Here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Magic. 8-point game. Here's De Silva. A 14-point game for him in the win against Miami.
And his scoring is going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
Back to Horford. Fires from deep. They get it back. Cornette. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
A floater. Caldwell Pope passes to Queen. 5 to shoot. Here's Suggs. A rebound by the Celtics. They've led by as many as 11 points. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992, Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player. Celtics leading by 5. Outside, Horford. Holiday sets the pick for Horford. Nailed from three-point land. Horford's got 8 points.
They need that floor spacing ability from Horford. It's big for them when he's knocking down triples.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
All right, fans, it's dance cam time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching.
Goga Bitadze's checked in for Carter. Here's a look at the teams that have been dominant offensively over the course of the past month. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
Here's Suggs. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
You love Jalen's ability right there to absorb the contact and continue through the play. He's going to get stronger with time. That's going to get easier and easier.
Brown the pass to Horford. Back to Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Boston needs to get off a shot. Pritchard gets the bucket.
Jaylen Brown has improved as a setup guy. That pass was on time and on target.
You know, Doris, few teams have tried to invite Brown to be a shooter. He's punished them each and every time.
And he's had to put in the work, Kevin, to make himself a legit perimeter threat. And listen, the defense has to make choices. Athletically, this is one of the most gifted players in the league. If you're going to concede anything to Jalen, it'd probably be the 3-point shot. Look out below. Jaylen Brown off his feet in a hurry.
Pass to De Silva. Magic moving the ball around, and he slams it one-handed.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And very early on, Brown learned how to finish through contact, an essential skill for an NBA player to master.
Pass to De Silva. Here's Queen. Off target from outside. Celtics leading by 10. Over in the quarter, Porzingis. Outside, Horford. The three-pointer, no good. Orlando, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Down low. Here's De Silva. Sinks the 15-footer. De Silva's got 13 points.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Pass to Porzingis. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Horford. Averaging 9 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He wants to talk to his guys. Boston making some changes. Hauser's checked in, and it's Whiten for Drew Holiday. The Magic trailed by 8. Anthony with it. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Miami.
And one of the big ways he came through was at the foul line. They couldn't contain him. He was equally effective at scoring baskets as well as getting to the line.
How about the handles of Jonathan Isaac? Outstanding job reading the defense and taking what he sees.
Porzingis kicks to Brown. A three-pointer off the mark. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Magic. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Porzingis. It's been a few years now, Doris, but it feels like point guard is the position in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, we certainly have our share of great point guards. Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, they seem to be in the MVP conversation consistently. But the last couple MVPs, you look back, you've got a couple of centers. For a long time, the small forward spot dominated the game. It's really something that's in constant flux.
Outside Anthony, pass to Bitadze. He's looking for Isaac and finds him. And that one drops for him. And it's 6 points for Jonathan Isaac.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Brown outside. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
To the inside. Pass to Howard. Here's Black. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. So the wing on the left. Here's Hauser. He's covered by Isaac. And that one, good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
There's Bitadze. Headed by Porzingis. Porzingis with the steal. There's Brown with the 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Isaac's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Black. Now Howard. Back to Black. Here's Isaac. Drains it from beyond the arc. Isaac's got 9 points in the quarter.
There's a versatility to young Mr. Jonathan Isaac, a big man with range for days. He is going to space the floor for you.
Hauser misses. The Magic trailed by 4. On the wing, Isaac. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Anthony. And Pritchard pulls it down. Pritchard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside, White. To Porzingis. And the layup's good off the glass. Porzingis has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, you love to see Porzingis battling through contact down low. That's a tremendous finish.
Here's the screen. And so it's Boston with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot. You were so close.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings.
Check it out, Boston. You know, Halloween was a long time ago, but this team is still the scariest group in the league. They're striking fear into every team that has to go against them, Shaq.
You're starting to scare me, Kenny.
Oh, okay. That wasn't scary.
And now, time to talk about this game. What a solid start for the Celtics.
You look at their success so far, and the result is great execution. They're playing within themselves and within the system.
Which I suppose accounts for the low turnover total. Or that's just me. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boston leading by 6. On the court for the Celtics, White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. Horford and Porzingis are manning the post positions. And it's Holiday in at the point. And he gets it back. Horford from outside. The three-pointer is right on target. Horford's got the first basket of the third quarter for Boston. Caldwell Pope outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Brown kicks to Horford. Right wing, stolen away. Green the pass to Suggs. Here's De Silva. He's covered by Brown. Pass to Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Horford kicks to Brown. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Queen. 5 points in the game. Caldwell Pope outside. There's the screen. Pass to De Silva. 4 on the clock. Launches it. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
And here is Brown. Outside, Horford. Porzingis finds Holiday. Fires for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Holiday's got 10.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Green the pass to be touched. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
The Magic trailed by 4. Pass to Suggs. Here's De Silva. Porzingis with the block.
Kristaps Porzingis has proven over the course of his young career that he is willing to be a force as a shot blocker.
Brown drives in. White against Caldwell Pope. And it's White missing. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for Orlando. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Pass to De Silva. Fires the 3. Horford with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
He gets it in there.
The passing, the shooting, the scoring, it's all clicking right now for Jaylen Brown.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
It's time for your 3, 2, 1 hype court is your big squad. Get loud and let them hear it. Magic fans, it's T-shirt time. Who wants one?
Making a change here. Carter's checked in. Boston also with the sub. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Porzingis. The Magic trail by 6. Queen the pass to Carter. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Let's remember, Wendell Carter Jr. goes about 6'10", 270. Good luck trying to stop him without fouling.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Boston.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
Pass to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Here's White. De Silva with the rebound.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Now White. The Celtics working the ball around now. Pass to Brown. The 3. Rebound by the Magic. De Silva's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. Another miss by Orlando.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Suggs passes to Queen. Carter with it. Carter sets the pick for Suggs. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. For the tie, sinks the triple. Caldwell Pope's got the game tied up here for the Magic.
After hitting only 1 from downtown in the first half, he's exploded with 3 since.
Horford with the screen on Caldwell Pope. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game. He's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Queen can't get it to go. And so it's Holiday with it. They'll bring it up for Boston. They host the 76ers after this game. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them.
Boy, how about the two-way potential of Jalen Suggs on full display with that play?
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Orlando.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's paying off.
I think tonight has also, guys, been about the lost art of the mid-range jumper. If you utilize that in-between game right, there's plenty of value in it.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Let's take a brief moment to look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's feistiest defensive teams. Fifth on the list, the Magic.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
Pass to Pritchard. Brown outside. Trying to get something going. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope's got 4 rebounds in this game.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Pritchard passes to Brown. Outside, White launches a 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. White's got 8.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
It's time for Dance Dance. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. Oh, that's nice. Let's see those dance moves. Somebody doesn't have rhythm.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at Boston, they're holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far. And, of course, there's the Magic, 5 games behind.
And right now for the Magic, they've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
The resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt. Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Thursday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. Then on Friday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks.
And in that matchup with the Pistons, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
The first free throw is good. Second free throw, no good. Celtics trailed by 3. Here's Pritchard. Outside, White. From downtown, rebound by the Magic.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Driving in. Bucket is good. Black's got the lead up to 5 now for the Magic.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through.
Pass to Hauser. 5 on the clock. Here's Pritchard. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Pritchard's got 5. White against Anthony. Now Carter to the middle. Outside Anthony. Carter sets the pick for Anthony. And it's Orlando with another. Celtics trailed by 5. Outside White. Fires the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. White's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Boston.
building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
All right, a chance to check out numbers for Black. How last month turned out for him. He's around 10 points per game, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Holiday comes in for White. Outside Holiday. That shot's off. He's made half and missed half of his 8 shots. Oh, and here we go. Isaac's got the fast break chance. And Isaac stays with him. And the Magic lead by 4.
Yeah, Jonathan Isaac with the emphatic finish. This guy is getting better by the day.
Outside Holiday. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Orlando's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. And we all hear talk about Drew Holiday's defense, but you know, Doris, he is much more than that. You've said it countless times.
Kevin, this is a guy who's a tremendous rebounder for a guard, a very willing playmaker. He can carry a scoring burden if you need him to, but he's also willing to take a very limited number of shots. It's all about the team with him.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Drew Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can't be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. And he hits the first of 3.
Well, the potential of Jonathan Isaac is truly exciting. This guy is still a bit raw, but he has every tool to be successful, both offensively and defensively.
Joseph, he's checked in for the Magic. And a change for the Celtics. Porzingis is checked in. And he sinks the second.
And Isaac really continues to intrigue you. A 6'10 forward who's just got great agility and can be a nightmare in transition.
The last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. Celtics trail by 3. Outside, Porzingis. Nice ball movement by Boston. They set the pick to the right side. Here's Pritchard. That misses, and a chance to tie it there. Orlando's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. And Anthony gets it to go.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Pritchard passes to Brown. Here's Cornette. Over Carter. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And so it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope making highlights for Orlando. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Magic leading by 5. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Black. Then it's Wendell Carter, and it's De Silva in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for Orlando. Holiday, a screen on Caldwell-Pope. Porzingis is doubled. Back to Holiday. Clock at 4. Rebound by the Magic. De Silva's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Queen. Here's De Silva. White covering. Here's De Silva. And it's off from three-point range. Holiday, the pass to Porzingis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one. Caldwell Pope outside. Hands it from downtown. Caldwell Pope's got the lead up to 6 now for Orlando.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Now Horford's checked in for Luke Cornett.
Second substitution. Number 42. Al Horford.
4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. There's the pick. Black kicks to Caldwell Pope. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Magic leading by 7. Black the pass to Queen. Here's De Silva. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pass to Porzingis. White with it. 3-pointer. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Derek White.
Now just a 4-point Orlando lead.
Yeah, on the catch and shoot game, Derek White very assertive, ready to react.
Caldwell Pope outside. Lets the 3 fly. Porzingis with the rebound. The Celtics have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Horford the pass to Pritchard. Outside, White. Fires from the wing. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got 5 rebounds tonight. Down low. And oh, he ripped it. Jams it right over Porzingis. Wow!
What a powerful finish from Wendell Carter Jr. Man, he's off his feet in a hurry.
White looking around. Pass to Porzingis. And here is Horford. Here's Pritchard. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Queen. Guarded by Horford. Here is Carter. To the paint. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Misses the 3. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. Pritchard. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 6th assist on the night. Caldwell Pope outside. Here's De Silva. Back to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Queen. Here's De Silva. Over Holiday. De Silva. No good.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Horford the pass to Pritchard. Tries it from the top of the key. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And it's now only a 1-point Orlando lead. Pass to Queen. Carter with the screen. And here's Caldwell Pope. Nifty move. And Pritchard pulls it down.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
And Holiday kicks to Horford. Holiday sets the pick for Horford. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead to the inside. And stolen by Horford. And here comes White, leading the fast break. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Drew Holiday is never afraid of contact, folks. So crafty at finding ways to get to the foul line.
Shooting for Boston, Drew Holiday. 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
It's no coincidence, guys, that wherever Drew Holiday has gone, the team gets better, and it's about the way he leads by example.
And Orlando making a change here. Suggs is checked in, and the Celtics also making a change. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Pritchard.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
Pass to Queen. No good from outside. Celtics on offense. stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Now Horford. Boston, no good that time either. Suggs in the corner. Pass to Carter. A three. Knocks down the three ball. And the Magic lead by 3.
Have to give Wendell Carter Jr. tremendous credit for developing that range shooting. Nicely done.
Outside Holiday. Horford with the screen on Suggs. Holiday off the left rim and out. Magic leading by 3. Suggs looking around. Pass to Carter. Over Porzingis. And Carter with the basket on the assist from Suggs. Suggs has got 3 assists tonight. Holiday, the pass to Porzingis. White inside. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And the foul on Wendell Carter. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Goga Bitadze's checked in for the Magic.
Coming on the floor from your Magic.
Outside Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Pass to De Silva. Now Suggs takes the 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. White the pass to Holiday. Screen by Porzingis. Inside. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 7th assist in the game.
Boy, what a display of toughness from Kristaps Porzingis. He's a rock down low.
They set the screen. And it's Suggs missing. Celtics trailed by 3. Outside Holiday. Down low. Shot from 12. It's hauled in by the Magic. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Suggs passes to Bitadze. Here's Queen. He's looking for Caldwell Pope and finds him. To the middle. Pass to Queen. And beyond the arc. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
And it's the Magic with the ball. 3-point lead.
Yeah, just nice strength there and then just off with the shot.
First team foul. At the line
Take a
for
break.
2.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Silva.
And he makes the first. Both good from the line that time. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 5. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Well, we've got a moment. Let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. Listened in on what Joe Mazzulla told his team. They said, let's lock in, keep our focus. We need everyone down the stretch. Now, his players looked engaged, so I think the message got across. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. White against Caldwell Pope. And White kicks to Holiday. Porzingis sits the pick for Brown. Buries the long-range jumper. Brown's got 19 points.
You can tell Jaylen Brown embraces these kinds of moments. Big-time bucket.
Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Been taken away by Brown. White drives in. The game now all-time. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to De Silva. Caldwell Pope outside. Shot clock at 5. From past the arc. That's down the hash. Knocks one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
And how about the poise Caldwell Pope displayed on that possession? They needed an important basket, and he was ready and willing.
And it's out of bounds. We say last touch by Suggs. Porzingis finds White. Shot clock at 6. Here's Holiday. De Silva with the rebound.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
To the paint. It counts.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Suggs against Holiday.
Sometimes you need excellent anticipation defensively to get your hand on a shot. Jalen Suggs, nicely done. You know, we've seen him just tear after the rebounds tonight. No fear. You have to love that effort.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Celtics foul. Jrue Holiday. Fourth personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Orlando, Jalen Suggs. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Despite his young age, we know Jalen Suggs has proven to be a tremendous leader. His teammates love playing with this guy. Well, just knocking them down from the charity stripe, extending the lead. Simple basketball.
Now a timeout called by Boston. We've got 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
It's time to clap your hands and welcome the 3-2-1 hype. Take it away. Get loud, fans, on the court is your hype squad. Okay, fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Let me hear you get loud, Magic fans. For your 3-2-1 hype.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Porzingis. Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And this is outstanding vision by Jaylen Brown. This guy dishing the ball beautifully to his teammates.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for the Magic, Queen. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. Not sure the miracle, Greg, is on hand here tonight for them.
Well, they need one, but gonna play it until the final whistle.
Al Horford is such a tremendous passer as a big man. Wow, does he get work done offensively.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5. Outside, Horford. Brown kicks to Horford. His three-pointers off the mark. And so it's Orlando winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, and just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For